Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Black Ops Cold War, and I wanted to share with you guys the best class setup for the brand new FFAR1 assault rifle. This is the last AR that you unlock here in Black Ops Cold War, and it's very similar to the FAMAS from Black Ops 1 if you guys do remember that weapon. This is actually a great overall weapon, good for close range, great for long range. The recoil is a little bit more present than it is in some of the other ARs, for example that Krieg 6, but it is still a very decent weapon with a pretty high fire rate, and overall just a great class setup. What you guys are watching right now is just some gameplay of me demonstrating what this specific build is going to play like against some multiplayer bots, just so you guys can again get a feel for the attachments and what this weapon is going to be like when you run this thing for yourself. So hopefully you guys like this build. So without further ado, let's jump into the attachments. So if you guys take a look at the attachments that we're running, the optic that we're using is the Millstop Reflex. This is overall probably my favorite optic to use on pretty much any of the ARs. The Millstop is always a great option to go with that 1.37 times magnification. So again, the Millstop Reflex. The muzzle that we're using is the Muzzle Brake of 556. This is going to give you the 4% boost to vertical recoil control, and you're not going to have any cons with this, which is why you see a lot of YouTubers and a lot of big streamers using this Muzzle Brake 556. So that's the muzzle that we're rocking with here. The barrel that we're using is the 20.3 Takedown. This is giving you a 150% boost to effective damage range, which is going to be important with this weapon. Since we do have pretty significant recoil on this thing, we want to make sure that we are getting the best damage range as possible. So 150% boost makes a massive difference. We're only losing a 5% boost to sprinting move speed, which obviously with an AR isn't going to be that big of a deal. So again, the 20.3 inch Takedown barrel. The body that we're using is the steady aim laser. This is going to give you a 20% boost to hip fire accuracy. Personally, I don't think this is that big of a deal because it is an AR. We're not running like it is an SMG, so the hip fire isn't that important. There's only going to be a few occasions where, you know, someone runs around a corner or through a doorway and you just kind of have to hip fire really quick, but the steady aim laser will help with that. The underbarrel that we're using is the Field Agent Grip. This is going to give you a 6% boost to vertical recoil control, but what's more important is the 20% boost to horizontal recoil control. I think in this game with most of the weapons, the horizontal recoil control is a little bit more important, so the Field Agent Grip is a fantastic underbarrel to rock with here. The magazine that we're using is the 34 round mag. Because this thing does have a pretty high fire rate, we want to make sure that we do have that 34 round mag on to really help us out. One thing that I noticed with this FFAR, there's a lot of times where I will be shooting an enemy and I'll stop shooting because I think I killed them. So with this weapon, just a quick tip, make sure that you are taking the enemies out before you stop shooting, because I find that happening a lot with this FAMAS. So the 34 round magazine. The handle that we're using is the speed tape. This is going to give you a 10% boost to ADS speed, which is obviously important with pretty much any weapon in this game. Another nice thing about the speed tape is there are no cons. So the speed tape handle is what we're using here. And last but not least, the stock that we're using is the Raider stock. I think this might be the most important attachment with this weapon because of the aim walking movement speed. Again, I said this in my Krieg 6 video. It's very important that with your ARs you run this Raider stock because the weapon slows down significantly without this aim walking movement speed boost when you are ADSing. So make sure that you have the Raider stock on. You're also getting that 30% boost to sprint to fire time, which is great as well. But I'll give you guys one last look at all the stats and attachments that come with this specific FFAR1 build. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add about this specific class setup, please make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you as quickly as I can. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.